Sorry guys, the whenever I also do close out the speech chat, it messes up a lot of the stream. Basically, if I close the speech chat, it almost like wants to close the stream, and that's exactly what it just did a second ago. I don't know why it waited until like the last second to finally do it, but trying to get it where it's not so some said that this is the gym that I like. If I put this in together, this would technically like be best for this gray set. I really didn't want to run this gym though. So I'm kind of like hoping that this new gym, this new 5-star that's coming out, if I gather that, then I might be able to run with the Viper, the Seeping, and that new one. So I'm just saying that like the Everlasting Torment, basically, that dot plus the Viper plus the Seeping is like with the gray set, it like activates it all the time. But I really don't know if I want to drop that low. Got it activated, let's go. Damn it.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its prayer. While we're so ashamed to be alive, break the chains and our freedom's ours to take. Look behind your back. There's a light when the world is getting darker. I have a dream. Your love's the only side. So take my hand, join the army of the shadows. Going harder. We are more than
Battlegrounds. Continue. Let's see. Let's go to the warband. Battle.
Loading. Set in they make Alley of Blood days only. Loading. Said shit is stupid. Loading. Said everything I like they removed. Enterprise. Said here in Vegas not many people are celebrating Prime Month makes me sad.
Prime or Pride? Loading you should be celebrating, apparently. Loading's over there.
Loading. Said Krog that S lemon.
Probably. May want to get rid of him for if I keep the speech shut out.
Loading. Said I already removed.
I'm gonna try this out.
Hello. Said what do you think I should do with my play? Hello. Said Plat.
Let's see.
Loading. Said what you need to do is click hide users messages from channel. Loading. Said you hear me, Krog.
But okay, that just like, you think that like gets rid of all of it for good?
Loading. Said yes, dude.
Well, like that. Like they should make it
Loading.
where there's a ban.
Said he won't be able to comment at all.
Well, for the count that he's got currently. I don't even see you online. Hello. There he is.
Loading. Said yes.
Hello, is this like... What build is it? This is not good. You should really put on the...
Said he'll hide all of his account's messages from channel.
You should really put on the new bone armor with the shoulders that bone armor gives you immunity to
Loading.
knockback.
Said I at least owe you that.
Like these right here with that bone armor makes it where like you don't really get CC'd at all. And then, of course, the fear pants are going to do much better, but if you don't have the fear pants, you could technically run with the bone armor that heals you. But the fear is really where
Hello.
it kind of shines.
Said it's my PvE.
Ew. Alright, well, let's see. Nah, like, if you want to do this for PvE, you want... At least you want the Grim Sight that trigger pops all continual damage. The same thing that the Crusaders have. And then... Hold on, let's see. Let me ask. Norman would probably be the best one to have those. But I don't like already what that you're rocking. Man, it seems forever. Alright, Norman's gonna come and hang out for a second. I guess I better go ahead and like get a screenshot so I can send to Norman. Cause he's not gonna be able to find you.
Norman Recce. Said hail.
Alright, so here we go. We're looking, this is hello in chat. We're looking for a PvE build. He doesn't have all the essences, but I don't really like what we're seeing here. So we've got the unfilled grave. The bone armor now consumes nearby corpses, increasing the damage you deal. I don't know if I like the ravening silence. I don't really like either of those two for PvE style. What do you think, Norm? Now I've seen Norman talk about this essence before, but
Loading. Said Krog, you know the class.
sure. But we're doing for a PvE.
Said does he have studied Menace?
Student Menace?
Loading.
No.
Said you've played Necro for years.
True. But also we're working with some handicaps. He doesn't have all the essences. So we're kind of making an oatmeal better than no meal build. And Norman's been playing longer than my like break for it. And so like the ones that I would have already suggested, he doesn't have the Student Menace.
Hello. Said I got infilled grave by looking at some, I think. Hello. Said I do have studied Menace.
You got Student Menace now? There we go. Put that on. But I don't know if he's got the offhand.
Hello. Said but I don't have departed appetite.
Yeah, he don't got the one that'll spin around him. What's my queue bugged? I got an 8-minute queue. What the hell?
Loading. Said okay Tuan, make him an older PvE build.
I know, but...
Reki. Said okay, does he have Craving Bay main hand?
I mean, things like, he didn't even have the Wraith Fear, or... It's like he doesn't have... Like, he's got a lot of the newer essences, not as much of the old ones. That was the thing. I was confused about how he didn't have those other ones. What is it you said? Craving Bay?
Abduli Audi driver from Enterprise. Said Krog in loading our gay 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 Krog in loading our...
Well, my stream's probably gonna crash again because I had to get rid of the speech chat because he's a piece of shit, but... I don't know, but like he can get too many messages out before. I don't know, but he'll post it so many times that like it'll just come out. And also, if I reopen speech chat, it'll definitely close the stream again. But let's see. Craving Bay. See, I never like done anything with the Craving Bay. I tested it a little bit, but normal dungeons.
Up, what up?
Whatever, Surgeon.
Not much. Doing some BGs.
Yeah, I'm trying to fight off limit. I'm probably gonna put my build back to it so I can get back up again for it, but I'm trying. This is what some suggested I had to do like earlier when I was gonna run this gray set. He said to like run all 3 of the dot gems, of like Everlasting, Seeping, and the Viper. And I really did not want to like use Everlasting, but
What's your reso?
it turns me down to like 69, 90, something like that. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm at 57, 60, I think, right now or something.
This doesn't just feel strong though.
In this matchup, you're gonna probably feel weak if we go with heavy hitters.
Especially running out of this run for it.
Just got snagged twice in a row.
You must be in this match. I didn't even look yet. I've been dealing with like a troll in my stream for it, like you've heard before.
Oh. Yeah.
Everyone's like, does he come frequently? I'm like, every day. My favorite is whenever someone was like, the other day was like, he got mad at him because like he had offended them. And he was like, how do you have like trolls like this? You don't even have enough viewers to like have trolls like this. I was like, I know, but I do.
Yeah, you killed me.
I'm about to die myself though.
I redid some gems in my sanctum for resistance, but I got it a little over 5k, but I think I'm gonna switch it back.
Well, the thing is, like, it's like one of those things, like, I mean, 5k resistance, whereas, like, what's your potency at, probably? Because you said your potency build was, like, not, it was still kind of useful there.
Yeah, I'm at, like, 5,200 now.
Oh,
I
no.
was at 6,100.
But if you, like, so if you get rid of one of them, if you just, like, go ahead and capitalize and get rid of one of all the stats and stacked up really high in one or the other, you're going to notice a drastic difference of, like, either amount of, like, CC that you are immune to or damage that you're going to be holding them down. Because, again, I have no resistance. I just have 8k potency, and so, like, just even stacking it up to 5 isn't going to do you much, like, against the 8. Whereas if you had, like, everything stacked really, really heavily into resistance, then I might not be able to, like, hit you with that shit prop.
Yeah, and I do notice.
Some that is like around like the 1,000 ratings. You notice the most of it.
And part of it is definitely this match. I mean, I'm going against people that are going to have high secondaries where it's going to make a difference.
Oh, of course. But the thing is, like, the same way as, like, I have such little resistance. And if, like, you would just, like, I mean, you could definitely, like, probably hit a lot harder if you wanted to. Stacking everything into one.
When I used to just go kind of across the board even, other than armor pen, I would kind of take whatever extra.
But that's the problem is like, at least coming back now, I've realized that these guys have secondaries that are ungodly. Like, there's no way to either, like, you spend a whole bunch as well and then even that out, or, like, and you see some of the biggest dogs, they are running maybe, like, a little bit of an even spread, right? But if you want to, like, the matches I only see you fighting in are these bigger dog guys, and you're going to need to do something to, like, be able to counter them, because 5k for a lot of these guys is not going to either be within their potency or resistance for the matches that I see you in.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you know, it's kind of hit or miss. I'll get, you know, 3 or 4 matches like this, and then I'll get like maybe 1 or 2 where it'll be like, you know, 5, 6Ks. So it's, you know, I mean, I kind of, I don't want to say it evens out. I'd say I get more, you know, heavy hitters, but like you'll see, I got longest control duration.
You're right, but I'm just saying is like you could also. I think that like here you go, hello. That's what Norman recommended for you. I think that like if you wanted to, you could definitely. I would just there's nothing wrong with I guess trying it one day and then like putting them back. I mean, if you've got like at least 5,000 platinum in you, then you're gonna be able to like make that into like all potency or all resistance. Try them out both. See what you think. Like literally like fully commit to one or the other. That's one thing I noticed the best results I've had, at least either killing or being most survivable, is just you got to get rid of like the mindset of like being in the middle of it, because we're not in the middle of it with the amount of like guys that have crazy amount of it. Like
right, like 12K
Yeah.
in some secondary.
Yeah, and so like we just can't compete with that unless like we put everything we have into one. Like I'm holding like a couple rank 8s in my bag of resistance.
Yeah. And the reason I mentioned that I had the longest control duration on my team is that Baby Son is a wizard that was on my team, and they're like 7,500 or something like that, Rezo, but they have 7,300 armor pen. So, I mean, they kind of matched, but like they're still pretty high up there for potency and resistance. But they went all armor pen and they don't even get kills. So it's like when they're a 7,300K.
But they're, at least from what I've like, again, I've not played Wizard in a long time, so I'm not maybe the best on that. But the at least from what I've looked done to the showcase with it, like Ezreath for it, the abilities look like they're kind of more along the lines of like a Necro and a Crusader, like damage over time, a little bit of a tick and a pop to it. And so, whereas like the classes that are Demon Hunters, Barbs, Tempest, that they are like primary attacking you and physically hitting you with it, most of them, those are the ones that benefit the most off of like the armor pen. I mean, granted, Sum runs a lot of armor pen. He does really good with this too. I mean, granted, Necro's dot. If you run dots, potency is nice, and if you're just doing, I mean, your arcane wind, that kind of stuff, that is damage over time effects.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it holds them longer.
Exactly, and that's just the biggest thing.
Even if it's not really damaging more per se, like a dot or a bleed, it's still doing like
it's still holding, and it's holding them there, and that's the biggest thing for a wizard is they run a lot of control in their game because you are squishier, but your gameplay is to like delay, hold, and then deal a lot of damage while you're doing that.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out, because I mean, my builds worked real well for my playstyle anyways. For months I've been kind of tweaking this here and there, and now I'm just kind of more interested in like, okay, what can I do with this and that? And I do have a lot of extra gems just sitting there, so I can definitely play with it.
I think go ahead.
My biggest thing right now is just if I split gems in a week to test it, I can't keep splitting it, so it's like,
yeah, you gotta
wait the next week.
Yeah, and the thing is like, but it's also, I mean, we're getting close right now into 900 where they're gonna probably give out new essences, new things are gonna be developing. So right now is probably the time for you to like capitalize on the final testing of your build.
Yeah.
I mean,
of course, then I'll test it, and then everything will change. And,
exactly.
Whatever.
Sure, but that's also the thing. I mean, like, I just noticed, like, I'm seeing you in all these like higher matches. You are like lower in these matches for the rest of these guys, but you're still performing well. But now it's like I think that you could perform even better with being like stacking real heavily into one way or the other. Yes, you may be more fragile, but yet you could also be able to like hold people down much longer, keeping that idol there and keeping your team able to like getting back from the grave and back to the idol.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think a couple like gem changes too could make a big difference. Like as far as like I like my gem setup, but there's one or two gems that I wish I could like get, but I can't. I don't have the gem power to basically, I have to do extract to get one or two higher, so I'm kind of stuck in the middle between a couple gems as well. So I'm working there, eventually. I'm like,
fuck, man, I hate when he's right. God, I really did not want to run this like agony gym, but the last two games, this one, like I got Kavase in my match right now as like my main guy. Like the strongest one we got, and I'm keeping up with him on kills with this stupid build.
Oh yeah, I mean it's ridiculous when people think that 2-star gems are not.
No, I'm running a 1-star.
Oh yeah, I mean even 1-star. There are a couple that are very either
God.
The damage or the functionality of them is like, you know, people have been running what is it, falter grass lately, and not that it's like that great, but against me it kind of shuts me down, and I'm stuck, and it throws me off in some of these matches with, like, you know, people that
The Black
normally
Rose
I see-
fucks the Necro up so bad, but I know it doesn't bother like Wizards and Tempest and shit as much. But like, oh, we can just get straight up held down, never talked to again from that Black Rose as a Necro.
Wow. Yeah, I never really used it.
It's it will actually, it'll Black Rose like hold us in CC while we're in Wraith.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I guess
why
I just never knew that. Yeah.
That's why like Necros like will bitch about like Black Rose all the time.
Yeah, I think the one that's like not even real strong otherwise that it's been bugging me lately is Falter Grass, but it's because I constantly teleport, and even though it's only for like a second and a half or so every 20 seconds, if one or two people have some kind of you know, dash limitation, I get screwed.
No, yeah, but like the Black Rose for whatever reason, like it'll hook like you, like even if you just started your Wraith form, it'll hook you, and then you just get stuck there, like waiting to like get done with your Wraith form to be just still held there. That's where every Necro hates that Black Rose. Yeah, god damn it, this is really strong. I told myself I didn't really want to drop to 6, which I've like been trying to put a little bit more in my wings. I'm like 69, like 80 or whatever too. Like I'm barely into the set or the 6s, but I definitely like notice that I'm playing. Like that last match, you were unfortunately like kind of like one of the top guys in that one. Like I was like our strongest on that one, or for that last match whenever we were fighting. And like it puts you at like the other portion that was like, I mean, you may not have been the very strongest in that one, but you were probably like number 2, I would say, for that, right?
I think I mean, as far as like actual like score, I think
Resonance.
I was like 3rd or 4th on our team, but resonance,
I feel
I was way down there. There was like 4 people on my team that were like above 7K.
Not really. I didn't see
Yeah.
that many people that were higher on mine.
Yeah, we had like a freaky thick, an HX, and like somebody like this other wizard that was 7K. Yeah.
So yeah, me and Kavase went 18-0, 29. I went 17-1 and 19. With
Oh, wow.
With this stupid.
In
like-
your current match.
Yeah, but it's just like these. So what someone told me is like, if I'm gonna use these Grace set, then I wanted a Agony or Everlasting Torment, because the gem of that one basically keeps, I guess, the Grace running, and then the Vipers and the Seeping basically just stack on top of it. And like I noticed that like my electrocuting was just coming like out of me the whole time from this Grace. It hit really, really hard.
My issue is, I know it's stupid, but like I've been trying to not use Cold Confidant, which I got to rank 10 a couple weeks ago, and I like it. I mean, it works.
What's it
and
do?
It's just it's a 2-star that chills enemies and does damage.
Okay.
It's the
I've
pillar
seen it.
thing that drops.
I upgraded a little bit of one just to like it was inside of the bile that it wanted it.
Yeah, it's not really. I mean, I would say I would tell almost anybody else not to build for it. It works really well in the way that I play. But the nice thing about it is that I'm rolling
These
with
skills, hello.
Winter.
Good.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Winter, so that, you know, is gonna chill and do that. But it's the reason I like it so much is that it so my range, like Colossus Engine and my Lightning Nova, they have such a good range, but the first tick of damage you do procs Cold Confidant, and it instantly freezes the first enemy. and then whoever's around them that it chills will usually get frozen as well. So like on initiation, I can basically freeze almost an entire team every 20 seconds.
What is
Unless you have,
what's the last thing you got in your Paragon you're rocking? Like, what is it? You have the shield or?
hold on one second. I'm just finishing this match. It was brutal. But yeah, I was in this other match now with it's funny. I had it's like a 6700.
Wait, can you cut your gyms now?
Me?
Yeah.
I have one for the week I can do.
Well, like, could you cut everything in now for like all potency or all resistance, and then it resets tomorrow?
I could go all resistance because I already because
then try that. I mean, might as well. I mean, there's no like harm in that because you get to retry everything you want tomorrow. You got 30 more minutes of testing you could do even tonight.
Yeah, I could do that for sure. Would you reset everything at Sanctum and everything? Like you're talking max it out?
I would say just getting rid of every potency gem you have and just trying it with full-on resistance. But then also I would probably play more of like a kind of a damaging build, like something that like is gonna hurt them, because that's where I've noticed like Keys and that kind of stuff in the showcase. He's a demon hunter, but he's playing it just purely defensive. Yet, because again, demon hunters and wizards do so much damage that he just like is able to last himself out there for so long that he also then is able to like, he gets a lot of kills because he just whittles them down. The same way you kind of did my satyr that one night.
Yeah. Oh, I did just realize that I messed up my gems. I upgraded a sapphire to rank 8, and the one that replaced it in my armory when I went to start BGs was a 3. Rank 3.
I'm just saying,
so
like,
I messed that up anyways.
But you're also like, I mean, armor pin is super nice, but I think that like it is the, I mean, again, the less that you're gonna be able to get like CC'd from some of these like necros, or being able to like just use your damaging abilities and just like on the idle no matter what, that's gonna allow you to basically probably get more kills. But I also think that like, I mean, just granted from like what Ezra had like put on his showcase, he put all potency on his, so I think that like if you want like you know that like,
Mind if I share my screen real quick?
go for it.
Are you in a match or anything?
Sure, but like it don't matter, I'll still look.
So here's what I've got right now. I can split a couple of these things for echoes. But I've got rank 7s for my Citrine.
Okay, so here, let's do this then. Do you have any 8s? Or do you have any like, wait, do you have any 8s of the potency ones? Looks like you already still have enough more than like normal, than you have like potency more than you do resistance already. Go back to your
I've got. So here's my actual stuff. I mean, if I change Sanctum, I would be at like 5,800 potency. Resistance would go down to like 42 or 43.
Okay, what happens if you take your resistance gems out? Like, what do you have any 8 of the potencies?
I just split them last night.
Do you have any?
Yes.
So that's all of your.
Let me go check. I feel like I have one other one. It might be in some gear or something. Nope, I guess that's it.
Okay.
Man, I feel like I am missing one though. I guess not. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've got the 8 right there. I swear that it showed a 7 when I was at the thing.
So that's 3. So that's 1, 2. So basically, like, again, we're like, if we took out those resistance right there, and we put in, we cut that 8 there, honestly, I'm thinking like potency's gonna probably be your better. Like I think that's gonna be better
Because
for
I've
you.
got 3 resistance.
Yeah. So I'm thinking of like again. So if you took out those, you would have 1 resistance. You could technically stack everything into 1 resistance and then run the rest of them all 7 potencies. Because if you cut it down to a 6, it's kind of not really worth it as much. But if you got where you can cut to a 7, the 7s are worth it. I mean, you're only getting 200 more potency from an 8 to a 7.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 250 or
Yeah.
260
I
or
just-
280 or something.
I just
yeah.
go by the whole the whole number of 100, but overall it's like it's still similar to that.
So my question, I save these until I have enough to get the next like 7 or 8. But would you sell these topaz? Because I've got like a
I don't
3 rank 5s.
I don't think we do that until like I mean, granted, until you like either figure out if you want more potency or you want all resistance. I think that you don't touch those yet.
Yeah.
I think
So
you
you're saying-
like we figure out this like I think that if we can what we can do is more of like if we can get rid of all the resistance except for maybe 1 slot, put everything potency, you're gonna probably be up and around the 6 maybe 7k potencies. I feel like we can get
Oh
up to
shit. Nope, I did split it last night to do the resistance test, like for those 3. Damn it. Because I had that was actually what I had in 8.
so
was
you're not
the,
able to split until tomorrow.
Yeah. Shit. Because I had Vigil, that's why, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna split the 8 resistance. So yeah, I put it into 3.
I say then tomorrow I would try putting those. I mean, you only got 20 more minutes left of BG here.
Yeah.
But I would try. I think that, like, again, just for when Ezra's was saying that, like, he wants all potency for his, I feel like you're going to like having a lot more potency. You will be, like, you could get caught a lot quicker, right? But also, you're going to probably rot down more than you're thinking.
Yeah, and I definitely notice the difference, like when I have resistance, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I maxed out my resistance a few weeks ago, I only did it for like, I think I had like 5,800 resistance. It wasn't like I maxed it like you were saying, but overall, I mean, I had it at 3,000 before that, and I was getting stunned, and I was like, man, I gotta check and see what this is gonna do. And I was like, wow, I can like, yeah, for sure tell a big difference. Just a couple thousand jump from that.
But I was saying, if you could run 5 and run a 7 of like a stat, you're gonna notice you're gonna do really, really good. Because the thing's like you're running around at like what 5-7, and I did say initially that like about 1,000 of a secondary above for it. I mean, like I will say, like if I'm running around 7, I'm running with an 8 potency. I'm feeling pretty good with it. So you should probably feel pretty good with the armor pin, but I would say I think your build relies more heavily on the potency to the resistance of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, it's my skills and, for example, my para that offsets. Like, for example, the Slayer gaining a shield makes me immune to 2 knockback effects.
Yep.
And like, you know, my shoulders makes me immune to when I teleport makes me immune to loss of control, and I use that constantly. So it's like that kind of offsets the need for as much resistance for like loss of control or knockbacks. So that helps even if I don't have the high resistance. I think is what's making up for that to an extent. It's when I get caught in something that I'm like, I'm done. It's like if I don't avoid it, I'm screwed. So it's like that's where that resistance was making a difference, because I noticed like, okay, it gives me enough time to then teleport out and like do that. But I mean, honestly, if I'm not in a super tough match where I'm basically trying to stay on the idle because my team is just not doing anything, if I'm not in a match like that, I don't even die. Like I don't have to even worry about it. So I guess probably potency would make the big difference there.
I mean, that's
and if I get in those situations too,
so
my stuff's gonna stun them.
I just rewatched, I guess, the showcase of this one. Like what Azarus is rocking for his build, He's also even running a Bellet in it. He's rocking all maxed out on potency, then to armor, then to resistance, then to armor pin.
Like right here, I just got caught because I chose to fight. I guess I do. Yeah, I still have my screen up, but I mean, I survived it. I also actually found a nice pair of or a nice shoulder that has 3 magic enchantments. One of them's the gaining a shield every, I think it's like 9 or 12 seconds, gives you 2 absorb like damage blocks or whatever. So that's nice, actually.
Can you pick where you teleport back to?
Oh no, it goes back to where
you teleported initially.
Before.
Yeah. All right.
But like you'll see here, if you're watching me right now, I mean, like I constantly teleport.
Oh,
like,
exactly. But that's what that's also how I figured out where to jump my, like when I was playing Crusader, and that just maybe just because of like I am one like that for it. I also already like picked up on that, like you're going back to the same spot roughly pretty consecutively, and so I just assumed and I would jump to where you would go back to, and I was like, all right, hopefully I can get him, and you come back there every time, and I was like, aha, gotcha.
So there is actually a trick to that though, because I have the immunity to loss of control. When you recast, it actually does give you another. So I actually technically each cast of teleport does give me.
Well, that's just only with the judgment though. Like I just had enough radius to like catch you, even if you went to the other side. But I just
but here's the thing though, is if you time your teleport, you actually can avoid going back to the same spot, and you can actually double like jump almost. It's weird, and I'd have to show you it. Like, did you just see that?
I'm sorry, I'm in my middle of my own fight, but
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I should show you this, but you basically, if you time it, you actually don't go back to where you were. You double jump forward. And I use that actually to escape stuff a lot when somebody's chasing me. They think I'm going back to that spot, but I actually don't. It's kind of interesting, and I always assumed it was like a glitch, but it's just a timing thing, I guess.
let's go.
Black Rose though, it's kind of cool. Anytime it procs on me, I can just teleport, and it actually undoes it.
Oh yeah, this is like when I was playing Crusader, I could use the like the Crusader's like jump or leap or the taunt one thing for it for falling sword, and then but as a Necro, like that is what we're there for. Like Black Rose just will hold us down all day, all night.
I'm definitely noticing a difference. Oh, there. I just did the double cast. I know you're not really watching.
I just saw that one right there.
So like, yeah, people think it's gonna just always be going back, but kind of a cheat code on that one. But you have to time it. It's definitely like not always gonna be the case. I got like a bunch of barbs in this match.
Oh no.
I'll keep it moving. See, it's crazy that I'm basically the one tanking on our idol right now with like 4 people on me.
Oh my gosh. No, come on. Hell yeah.